Now, you might recognize this clip from the iconic cult film Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
Just a classic. This year, the film celebrates its 50th anniversary, and you can still catch it in theaters. But joining us today is Genesis. They're a local drag performer who previously won Vancouver's Next Drag Superstar. They've also played the role of Dr. Furter many times in musical theater and in drag shows. They're performing as the Doctor at 2 shows at the Birdhouse this Thursday and Friday. Genesis, good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon to you too. Nice to meet you.
You know all the words by heart, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I know the entire movie by heart. I think I've watched it more than 25 times this month alone.
You were mouthing along to that scene that we just heard there. What is it about the Rocky Horror that makes you love it so much?
Well, it's such an incredible cult classic. I saw it for the first time when I was 13 years old, and up till that point, I hadn't seen a lot of movies that had that kind of expression in it, that had queer characters, and it's so campy, and it's got horror elements and glamour elements. And it really spoke to me, even though I was too young to really understand why or understand that I identified with a lot of the characters. But I just knew that there was a connection there. And then a few years later, I got to go see a musical production of it with my friends. And that was the first time that we saw the show with the full, all of the callbacks and the props.
Okay,
and,
take us through that. What happens? Let's talk about the audience relationship with this film.
If you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show live, when you see it in theaters, either as a musical production or a movie screening with the audience, there are all of these interactive callbacks that people will do with the film where they have lines that they'll say in response to what the characters say. That just add this really great interactive element. And then people will bring props and they'll be covering their heads with newspapers at the same time as the movie characters do, snapping rubber gloves at the same time that the movie characters do, throwing toast and rice sometimes. And the first time I got to see all of that, it just opened up my world, that there was this community out there where people dress up in these crazy costumes and do all these silly things together. It's such an exciting community to be a part of.
Oh, sure. The rice, the toast, the snapping of the rubber gloves, that type of thing. But over 50 years, it's evolved, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it just keeps growing. It's so incredible that this piece of media has lasted this test of time. It's now the longest theatrical release for any movie of all time, which is incredible for a movie that was quite low budget and quite transgressive at its time as well. But people have connected with it throughout the years, and it still stays strong today.
It stays strong, but are there any parts of the movie that maybe haven't aged as well?
Yes, of course. It is, like I said, very transgressive and was groundbreaking at the time, but things have changed. There's language in it that we wouldn't use today. There are definitely characters that make some choices that are maybe not morally correct, and that's okay. I think we need to be able to critique the media that we love, to see that while it was great representation at the time, we can do better, and we do have different representation and a different understanding of these identities now. But it still creates this community where people get to express themselves, whether they're queer or straight or however they identify. It's a safe space for people to experiment with self-expression. And so even though some things in the movie may be outdated, the ways that it allows people to express themselves and figure out who they are still is so important today.
I can't believe we're having this very serious conversation, and you are fully decked out as Dr. Frankenfurter right now,
yes.
And the makeup is spectacular. Like,
Thank you.
Really look fabulous. I mean, what is it about this particular character and just, getting into the mindset of this character?
Thank you. Well, I did work as a makeup artist before my career as a drag performer. And Frankenfurter was actually the first time that I got to experiment in drag performance. I was cast in the musical production in 2018. And it was the first time I got to try a character that was gender nonconforming and that showed a bit of a sexy side. And up until that point in my life, that's something I'd been really uncomfortable with. And it just opened up my world and helped me feel more confident. It made me want to seek out more opportunities where I could find this empowering type of performance. So when I perform as Frankenfurter, I feel like a rock star. I feel sexy. I feel powerful. As soon as you step on stage with the cape and that music starts at the beginning of the song, the whole audience goes crazy every single time, and it just feels so powerful. It's so exciting.
Well, so we want to feel a little bit of that power right now. Maybe put the headsets on, because I know there's a song that you're going to share with us today. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I would love to. So at the end of the film is absolutely wacky. The plot goes all over the place. Spoiler alert, Frankenfurter is an alien and is singing about going home to his home planet, but despite all of this, sings this gorgeous emotional ballad that brings people to tears. My mom cried in the audience every time she watches me sing this song. And it's this beautiful moment in an otherwise really campy and crazy story. And I'm going to sing you a little song from it.
Oh, please do.
On the day I went away, goodbye was all I had to say. I want to come again and stay. Oh, my smile, and that will mean I may. In my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. There you go. There's a little song for
Goodness,
ya.
you just owned it. You just owned it. Okay,
Thank
you talked
you.
about being in the audience watching the
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, but when you are performing, what about that response from the audience? How does that feed you?
Oh, it's electric. It's so incredible, especially in a show that is so interactive, because even though I've done this show now for on and off for 8 years, it still is different every time I perform it, because different audiences will bring a different energy. You'll hear different jokes from them that you've never heard before. And I'm a performer. I love any audience. I love to be applauded. I love the attention. But there's something special about Rocky Horror, especially because I'll always see people in the crowd in their own costumes, their own take on the characters. And getting to really see the passion that people have for this show, it always keeps it fresh and exciting.
So you're performing this week too? Thursday, Friday. We know what you're doing for Halloween.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I do it for Halloween every single year. I've already done sold out productions of Rocky Horror earlier this month at various theaters around the Lower Mainland. And this weekend on Thursday and Friday, we're doing a production, which is an all drag production of Rocky Horror, featuring some amazing drag performers in our city. And it is at a performance space called the Birdhouse. And I'm so excited. We did it last year, and it was a massive success. So we're remounting the show for 2 nights this year.
Well, thank you. Thank you for bringing the energy to our studio today, Genesis. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
That's Genesis, a local drag performer. They're performing at our Rocky Horror-themed drag show at the Birdhouse, as you just heard, Thursday and Friday this week. We have 2 tickets to give away to that show. Thursday, of this week. If you're interested in performing and it looks like it's going to be an amazing show, send us your email with your favorite scene, favorite character, or maybe a Rocky Horror related memory. One lucky winner will get 2 tickets to the Thursday night performance. Again, we're at On the Coast at cbc.ca. Just put Rocky Horror in the subject line. On the Coast at cbc.ca. Favorite scene, character, or other Rocky Horror related memory.